Dobro Veche, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Saturday, March 21st, 2020. I'm going to do an energy check-in for Twin Flames today. See what we got going on. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I feel a lot of sadness coming in today for sure. I actually felt that earlier today when I woke up. I was like, I feel like the collective's feeling a little bit down. I do definitely feel this is a healing aspect though. So I know I kind of spoke yesterday about some stuff coming up here, some insecurities and stuff like that. So I feel like that's what's causing this here. A lot of you might be rethinking some things, maybe readdressing some things that you thought you had already addressed, right, as a part of your healing, and trying to figure out how to move forward from that, how to release that, right? Some of you, I do feel, are manifesting a soulmate or have manifested a soulmate. Someone has come in other than your counterpart. Some of you are also dealing with a karmic soulmate as your karmic situation, or at least one of them. You know, we have several usually. And that could be also what's triggering this sadness and this healing aspect, okay? So some of you are dealing with that as well. And some of you are also just dealing with your counterpart, okay? This is actually, I know it says soulmate, but this is actually the twin flame card in this deck because there's no twin flame card, it's just soulmate. I definitely still feel the 5D connection though. Like, some of you have energetically disconnected, but you're still getting like 5D communication, like telepathy and dreams and stuff like that, okay? But yeah, I still feel like a lot of you are dealing with victim consciousness here, and I feel like this is an insecurity that's coming up. Some of you do feel like no matter what you do, it's always the wrong thing, or it's always been the wrong thing, or that, you know, everything you're doing for the wrong reasons, or you feel like no one appreciates the things that you do, you know, feeling taken advantage of. So I definitely feel some little bit of victim consciousness coming in right now as an insecurity to deal with. And I mean, it's not a bad thing. I don't necessarily believe any of this is a bad thing. It's just coming up so that you can address it and you can heal from it, right? So make sure you're taking the cue, right? That you're actually dealing with it, you're healing from it, and using it to basically grow, right? Spiritually, which is the whole point. So let's take a look at Divine Masculine. Okay, yeah, we're not taking that many. There we go. Okay, so Divine Masculine. Yeah, Divine Masculine's been fighting his intuition for a really long time, but I definitely feel there are some illusions that are being shattered, but it's like Divine Masculine is really, really clinging to these illusions. It's like he's absolutely terrified of these illusions shattering because he feels like that's all that's left is the illusion. Like everything else is pretty much dissipated. It's like he's starting to understand like the situation that he's in is not a good one, but it's like he's clinging to this illusion that everything is fine, everything's going to be fine, and he's just like, you know, grasping at straws. So I definitely feel a lot of Divine Masculines in hermit mode right now, just trying to figure out what they need to do to cut away the things in their life that no longer serve them. Some of them have put up boundaries. Again, some of you are dealing with a Divine Masculine who has been in denial for so long, right? Has been in denial for so long that they're just having a really hard time coming to terms with the fact that they've been in denial, right? So the universe is pushing them, though, to acknowledge that. So some of them do have their boundaries up right now. Some of them are silent. Some of them are quiet. You know, you just, Divine Feminine, just keep focusing on yourself, okay? Just keep doing what you got to do. But yeah, Divine Masculine is definitely dealing with some loss here, some guilt, some regret, emotional baggage, karma, you name it. A lot of stuff's coming up for Divine Masculine right now. And then, you know, the universe is kind of trying to show Divine Masculine here that he needs to release this in order to find fulfillment, okay? And he's just sitting there stuck in his illusion, like, no, everything's fine, these 3 cups are all I need, blah, 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 you know. When in reality, it's not true. The 3 cups are what's making him feel drained, right? Because they're dark, this is the light. Does that make sense? So yeah, a lot of cups here, guys. A lot of cups. So But yeah, Divine Masculine still a little emotionally unstable, having trouble acknowledging feelings, feeling like they can't address their own feelings, can't speak their truth, can't speak how they feel in situations, especially karmic situations and things like that. And a lot of them just having trouble acknowledging how they feel to themselves. This is what I'm talking about. They're clinging to this illusion, guys. They're clinging to this illusion that everything is fine. And some of them may be drinking, some of them may be self-medicating in order to keep this facade up, right? But some of them are coming to terms with that. Some of them have some negative impacts because of that. You know, some of them may have some may actually be affecting them physically somehow, you know, with this self-medication, okay? And that might be what's bringing in a tower. That might be what's coming in to shatter this illusion, okay? And it's something that they're having to deal with, all right? But yeah, Divine Masculine's still... Divine Masculine's still like, I don't know what to do, right? Sitting in indecision, feeling like, you know, he has all these options around them, but he keeps picking this one over and over and over again, and then here comes the tower, right? It keeps falling over and over and over again because he keeps, you know, keeps being pushed to walk away from something, right? The universe is pushing him to walk away from all of this so he can ascend, right? But at the same time, he's just like, no, everything's fine. I'm fine. My situation's fine. Even though I'm miserable, everything's fine. Right? Divine Masculine. It's about right. Let's take a look at Divine Feminine. Now, also, I just want to point out that when I say Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, it's not always referring to specifically the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine. It could actually be referring to your inner Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. So let's say you're a Divine Masculine and what I just said does not resonate with you, but what I say for Divine Feminine resonates with you. You're probably in your feminine energy. Okay? So, and vice versa. So take it as it resonates. Okay, guys? All right, so Divine Feminine, yeah, Divine Feminine really stepping into her power right now, really going, you know what? No. Yeah. I'm going to do stuff for myself now, right? I'm going to cast away the things that no longer serve me. You know, I'm going to love everybody around me because I love myself, right? Even Divine Masculine who, you know, feels like he's stagnant. Right, so I'm just going to keep focusing on myself. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so Divine Feminine back in, you know, feeling good about herself. All right, trusting her intuition, understanding the mirror and why it's there and what it's trying to show her, right? And so coming back into the intuitive mindset here. And I love this card because it really does feel like sometimes this journey is like a giant game of chess. Right? It does. It's sometimes it's like, okay, well, you're not moving, so I guess I'm gonna go again, or it's your move, right? You know? And so Divine Feminine's like, you know what? You're not making a move, so I'm gonna do what I've got to do, right? You know? But I do still feel some deception with Divine Feminine, though. I will say that. Like, there's something here, and I think I've been saying this for a while. There's something here that Divine Feminine, I almost feel is maybe manipulating a situation. Not necessarily the connection, but maybe manipulating an external situation, like a karmic situation, something like that. But it could also be Divine Feminine is in an emotion, or I'm sorry, in a mentally manipulative situation as well. And she may be also, you know, putting up a facade, right, to kind of keep the peace in that situation, right, in the meantime until things can be resolved. Because Divine Feminine is ready to release it, but at the same time, you know, not quite ready to say, you know, or just as an example, maybe you're in a situation you don't want to be in, and you're just kind of biding your time until you can kind of say, you know what, I've had enough, I'm out. But you know, energetically, you're done. Emotionally, you're done. You've already kind of released it emotionally. So it's almost like you're just kind of you're in strategy mode right now, right? King of Wands. So you're in strategy mode right now, trying to figure out what your next what your next move is going to be, because you know the situation you're in is not the best situation either. Okay. All right. So again, mirroring, guys. Here's that mirror, right? Here's that mirror. So Divine Feminine, I do feel, is actually at this point kind of looking at Divine Masculine going, okay, so I get that you're energetically stuck. There's something that's keeping Divine Masculine here. So what is it? So let me take a look at myself. Let me take a look at myself, right, with the healing card. Let me take a look at myself and figure out what I need to do, what I need to release, what I need to figure out so that I can move forward, right? Because Divine Masculine is just sitting there doing nothing. Well, so it seems, right? So I'm just going to move forward and do my thing. And that's exactly what you need to do. So Divine Feminine kind of back in taking care of herself mode, okay? Although some of you, I do feel, are a little bit triggered by Divine Masculine. Some of you are still triggered by Divine Masculine right now. Some of you are so, like, emotionally distraught, maybe by the energy that Divine Masculine has sent you. Maybe some of you actually know what your counterpart is going through right now, and you actually feel for them, and you feel helpless. You feel like you can't do anything for them because, honestly, the only thing you can do is work on yourself. Right? And so some of you are coming to that realization and understanding that too, okay? And it is difficult. It is difficult to feel like you can't do anything to help, especially if Divine Masculine has walls up, right? But it's almost like they put the walls up in the 3D, but in the 5D, they're like, help me, you know? It's like, okay, I'm trying. So taking a look at the connection, yeah, there's still some feeling like both you're just in their heads right now, just trying to figure out what to do here, really trying to figure out what to do and how to release this karma. Because I know that Divine Feminine, most Divine Feminines, the awakened ones, they recognize when there's karma that needs to be cleared. Some of them are just not trying to figure out how to do it. You know, trying to figure out how to release a karmic situation, maybe. Okay, so, but Divine Masculine also, believe it or not, a lot of Divine Masculines are trying to do the same. They're trying to leave a karmic situation or to release some karma, maybe within the connection itself, and they don't know how to do that. They're trying to figure out how to do that. Okay? Then it's like they want to make a decision, but they're afraid that no matter what decision they make, they're going to hurt someone. Believe it or not, Divine Masculine doesn't want to hurt anyone. Okay? Neither does Divine Feminine, but, you know, sometimes the pain is part of the lesson, right? So in the meantime, just kind of sitting here in this I'm going to say stuck, but like a waiting energy almost, but not wanting to be there, right? Because there's third-party situations here, and both counterparts are being triggered to make a decision on a third-party situation. Now, that could be a person, could be a family, could be a job, religion, whatever. Okay, so take it as it resonates. But there's definitely a lot of triggering going on right now, okay? Which is bringing in, as I said at the beginning of the video, you know, this sadness, regret, this guilt energy, right? That needs to be healed. Okay. But yeah, so a lot of inner conflict going on right now. I feel that. And I feel with Divine Feminine, it's really more of a struggle with definitely with self, but like trying to figure out how to word this. I'm sorry. How to come forward with the truth in a situation that they're in, right? Yeah. So like trying to figure out how to bring a situation into balance that feels off balance, right? Because Divine Masculine is literally struggling with their situation. Like a lot of them are just struggling with how to speak their truth again without hurting somebody, because that's making them feel incredibly off balance too, because they feel like they're giving so much to the situation, they're not receiving anything in return, but they're so afraid of backlash that they don't speak up, so they just continue to stay in that cycle. Okay. All right, let's get some messages from the counterparts. Yeah. Forgiveness definitely needed right now, guys. Please remember that. It's really, really important. Yeah. Not happy. Yep. Yeah, definitely. All right, let's get some messages and advice. One more. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, guys, cycles are wrapping up right now. And I know it feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel for a lot of you. And some of you, it's like you're still stuck in this situation that you're in, and you know nothing's going to come of it, but you're still there. Right? So the universe is pushing you, it's triggering you, or source, whatever, triggering you to speak up. Okay? Speak up. Communication is key. Bingo. Okay? And to make the first move. Okay? So your counterpart, whether divine feminine or divine masculine, they've got to deal with their stuff. Okay? So you need to turn it inward and deal with yours. Okay? Alright, guys. I hope this has resonated. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.